Hello aspiring audiophiles and headphone enthusiasts, and welcome to part 2 of how to describe sound. When we say sound, we are referring to the way our headphones sound to ourselves, as everyone perceives sound differently. We're here to teach you about common terminology and descriptive words used by audio enthusiasts and audiophiles, so that you can have the ability to discuss and understand how headphones sound with others. In the previous video, we went over a few terms such as airy, bright, congestion, dynamics, neutral, wide, and narrow. If you'd like to learn about these common terms used by popular reviewers and industry professionals, click the link above. We'll also leave a link in the description to the video as well. Now, without further ado, let's discuss some new terms you may or may not have heard of before, but may want to learn more about. The first term that we'll start with is imaging. But before we get into what imaging means, it's important you understand what soundstage is, because the two essentially go hand in hand. We talked about soundstage in our previous video, so if you'd like to learn more about that term in depth, again, we'll leave a link in the description below. In short, soundstage is the perceived space or room in which the music of your headphones is present. The room can be seen as a 3D spherical space in which sound is present all around it. Soundstage creates a sense of how far or close certain instruments are in the perceived room. Now, imaging refers to how well headphones are able to locate specific instruments within your perceived spherical space, or soundstage, whether it is left, right, up, down, in front of you, or in the back. Headphones with good imaging give the listener the ability to pinpoint the location of the instruments more easily than headphones with poor imaging. The instruments sound more defined, textured, and precise within the imaginary soundstage. Think about facing an orchestral stage. Violins are always on the left, viola in the middle, and then cello on the right, with bass behind them. Headphones with great imaging can replicate that breakdown, so you know from where you are hearing the instruments in your music. It is also important to note that the soundstage of the headphones can affect the quality of imaging. I put a lot of emphasis on can because this isn't always the case with headphones. Sometimes when you have a larger soundstage, it's more difficult for headphones to accurately pinpoint the instruments. You'll notice a little less clarity and detail in sounds that may be further away, as opposed to headphones with a smaller, more condensed soundstage. Headphones with a smaller soundstage may have better imaging and detail in the instruments, making it easier for you to locate where certain sounds and instruments fall within the room. An example of headphones that have impeccable imaging while maintaining a very large soundstage are the HD800. The HD800 was once Sennheiser's flagship audiophile headphone. Now replaced by the HD800S, these two models are regarded as the benchmark for what good soundstage and imaging is. On the other hand, headphones like the Razer Kraken, while known for many great features, are not so much known for their great imaging. These are regarded as a more consumer gaming headset with a focus on an energetic sound signature. Typically, to achieve this, you must disregard soundstage and imaging in the design to emphasize the low frequency content. This feel generally gives gamers that immersive feeling when playing certain video games. It also lends itself to the pop and hip hop style of music. Next up, we have sibilance. Ever listen to headphones that sound harsh or overbearing in the high frequencies, specifically in the higher pitched vocals? If you have, then you've listened to headphones that have sibilance. Sibilance is where high frequency sounds or vocals that use the S or sh pronunciation sound harsh or unpleasant. You will typically hear sibilance around the 4 to 9 kHz range in headphones. Sibilance can be a result of a couple things. One of them being poor mixing or improper microphone usage when recording the actual music. The other being a result of how the headphones are made. Some headphones have more sibilance than others. You will find sibilance in headphones that have been tuned to be bright or have an emphasis on the higher frequencies. This leads us to our next term, fatigue. While headphone fatigue can also be associated with physical fatigue caused by the discomfort of your headphones, it could also be referred to a certain way we perceive sound. Everyone has their own preferences when it comes to the way their headphones should sound. Some may prefer warmer headphones and some may prefer brighter headphones. However, if you listen to headphones with an undesired sound signature over a prolonged period of time, this can cause fatigue. Typically, the undesired sound signature has an overemphasis in the higher frequencies. The peaks and the highs can be painfully sharp and irritating, especially over longer listening sessions, with the majority of headphones sticking to a more warm sound signature with less sharpness and emphasis in the high frequencies, we can generally agree that fatiguing is a result of headphones with too much emphasis on high frequency content. Next, we have isolation. Isolation is a term that can often be confused with noise cancelling, or active noise cancelling. Isolation refers to the way headphones physically seal around your ears. Headphones that have strong isolation will have a tight seal around your ears, which will help prevent sound from leaking in or out of your headphones. Depending on the seal and material of the ear pads, the sound signature of your headphones can sound a little bit different, more often within the mid to higher frequencies. On the other hand, active noise cancelling is an active and electrical process headphone companies will build within the headphones. We are not going to get into the details of active noise cancelling in this video, but for now, it is important that you know active noise cancelling is not the same as noise isolation. If learning about active noise cancelling and how this feature works interests you, let us know in the comments and we'll make a detailed video about this term in the near future. When you think of the term warm, what sort of words pop in your head? Comfy, pleasant, mellow. Well, when it comes to headphones, many have paired those associated terms with warm-sounding headphones. This is because the term warm means sound that dips more into the low and mid frequencies of the headphones. This means that if you listen to headphones that sound warm, you will notice a boost in the bass, more prominent vocals, and less emphasized higher frequency sounds. Because the higher frequencies and any potential harshness is reduced, you'll notice a more relaxed and mellow sound in your music. For someone who may want more clarity and detail in high frequency content, these may not be the headphones for you. Some examples of warm headphones include our very own Dekoni Blue headphones and the popular Beats Studio headphones. Headphones that are typically deemed bright and not so warm include the DT880 and the Grado headphones. Ever get annoyed by a scratchy electrical noise when listening to music? We definitely have. If you're wondering what that annoying hissy noise is, it's known as microphonics. Microphonics, or unwanted electrical noise, occurs when you either rub your headphone cable up against your shirt or when you move the cable in certain ways. The vibrations caused by the friction and movement gets converted into electrical signals, which creates that unpleasant noise. This is also known as cable noise, and the amount of noise you experience will depend on the material of the cable. Cheaper cables will generally have more noise. Cables constructed with proper shielding and higher quality materials will decrease the amount of microphonics you hear. Speaking of higher quality cables, if you're suffering from annoying electrical noise or beat up cables, then maybe it's time for you to upgrade. Here at Dekoni Audio, we offer high quality replacement cables for the Sennheiser HD800, 820, and the 600 series. With these cables, we guarantee high quality and durable materials such as our 5N silver-plated copper, a 4-pin balanced Neutrik connector, and a gold-plated 4.4mm Pentacon connector. Not only is our material top-notch, but our cables are balanced, meaning you will find a decrease in unwanted electrical noise. If upgrading your Sennheiser headphone cables is something you're considering, check out our replacement cables by Dekoni Audio, now at dekoniaudio.com. And there you have it. Now that you guys have a better understanding of more common audio terms, hopefully you will better understand the language used by popular reviewers and audio enthusiasts as you level up your audio knowledge. Like we said in our last video, there's an abundance of audio terms still to be learned. If you'd like to learn more audio terms outside of this video, we'll leave a couple links in the description to popular audio term glossaries by Headphonesty and Moon Audio. Also, please comment with the terms you'd like to know more about. If you'd like to see part 3 of different ways to describe sound, let us know in the comments and we'll get working on it. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for new videos in the future. Thanks for watching.